honey butter chicken biscuit. This was so delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I made this dish. I started with some HEB chicken. I cleaned it up and flattened the chicken. I portioned it out also. And now we're making the marinade that the chicken will be in for 30 minutes. Pickle juice, Louisiana, and buttermilk is what I use for the mix. And I also added 2 eggs at the end. And for the mix, you really don't gotta measure. Just do what makes sense. Okay, so 30 minutes that goes, and now we're gonna make the biscuits. Now for baking, you actually do have to measure exactly. But even then, you probably still have to troubleshoot. I used 2 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, half a tablespoon of baking soda and salt, 1 frozen stick of butter, and 1 1/4 cup of buttermilk. But I recommend only using 1 cup. And this is what I mean when I say that you need to troubleshoot, because my dough came out a little too wet, so I ended up adding more flour to it. But we need it folded over 4 times, and then we put it in the oven at 400 for 12 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna make the batter for the chicken. Again, we don't gotta measure for this part, but it was about 2 cups of flour. I ended up finishing the bag, I added cornstarch and baking soda, and then we added all the seasonings: onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, salt, pepper, and cayenne. Now we mix. Now we're gonna go back and get the chicken that was marinating in the fridge. And this part was way too messy to record, but basically what you do, you get the chicken and you dip it in the flour mix, then you dip it back into the wet mix, and one final time in the flour again. Don't stuff the air fryer like I did, but 390 for 18 minutes. Then I made a honey glaze on the stove, honey butter hot sauce. Finally we assemble with some cheese and bacon. And I'm telling you, this recipe is not that hard to make. I'll tag the creator who I mostly got inspired by. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys.